Let me explain to you something, bro. You can't start the trip.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
hey.
And you're taking off.
Hey, boss! What you need?
You don't want to apologize, my friend. You're going to lose your job. For hitting me, firstly. Secondly, for driving.
You really want to ask for what? You really want to ask for what?
The child was half in and half
I'll
out.
kill you, bruh.
There's all the people
I'll
that
kill
know
you.
what happened.
You took off while my wife and my child was out halfway out the car. Huh? What? I've got the whole thing on recording. Let me explain you that. I got the whole thing recorded. What that's it?
Forget it now.
Where is it?
I'll give it to you now.
Now relax about this guy. This guy is a tough guy. So he used to punch people. So
I'm a tough guy. I'm a tough guy. I'm a tough guy. Let me explain you something, bro. When it comes to my family, I'll fucking kill you. Yeah. I'll fucking kill
you
you.
hear me? As we hear you. He wants to kill me.
No, you are wrong. You must admit you are wrong.
My man,
What you mean you didn't do nothing?
I didn't.
Hey, don't let me fuck your car up even more, please, bro. Please, 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 do me a favor. Go away.
Go and say, we'll talk.
Go away.
Yeah.
Go away. I'll fucking choke you. I'm telling you. That day was. Come to
Now you see.
Say what you said. Say what you said.
Nice.
All right, carry on.
You don't know what.
So we booked an Uber earlier on today to go to my mom's place, and we checked the app again because the app said it was 7 minutes away. Took way longer than 7 minutes, so I said to my husband, check how far he is. When we looked to check how far he is, we see that the trip is already started. We looked outside, then we see somebody is parked like 3 doors away. So I asked my husband went into the app again to check the vehicle, and he sees it's the same guy. So anyway, we locked up, we went out the house and stuff, and then we jumped into the car. So my husband just asked him, first my husband said, come back so that we can jump to the car because he was parked away from our house. He comes back, we jump in with my two boys and we put the stuff in the boat. And he says, so my husband asked him, why did you start the trip before we even jumped in? So he says to my husband, no, it charges you from the time. So he says, no. My husband said to him, no, there's a 5-minute waiting period in which we have to come down to the vehicle, which you didn't even make us aware that you were even over here. You didn't even hooter or anything. Then we walked down. Anyway, he says to us, oh no, you can find another Uber. He cancelled off the trip. So what my husband did, he opened up the door and he jumped off. And he left the door open. He was going towards the back to the boot to go and take out the stuff that we had put in. Next, my door was open. So my son was sitting behind the driver, my 3-year-old. So I brought him in front of me while holding my 9-month-old child with me. And my 3-year-old was half in and half out of the car, and I was half in and half out of the car. And the guy starts to take off because my husband asked him, how can you start the trip without us being in the vehicle? So he starts to take off. That's the first video that you should see there. Then if you hear, we started shouting. My big son fell out the car. If my husband didn't pull him out of the way, the tire would have went over him. Afterwards, my husband pulled him out, picked him up and moved him out of the way, and all the neighbors were obviously standing and witnessing what's been happening. So as my husband's still asking him, how can he do that? I'm half in and half out of the vehicle. He takes off with me and the baby still in the vehicle like that. There, my small son starts to slip out of my hand, and I'm trying to pull the driver's shirt to try and get him to stop moving. Then eventually he hits onto like a concrete thingy in our neighbor's yard. He hit onto that there, and that forced him to stop. The door hit onto that there, so it forced him to stop. Then he jumped out for my husband, where he tried to punch my husband, and my husband kicked him back and threw him onto the bonnet of the vehicle. And all the neighbors came out to like try and see what's going on and to separate and stuff like that there. And then he still says to my husband, I'm going to catch you, I'm going to kill you. I'm watching you, you know who I am. And you're a tough guy, you think you're a tough guy. And then when he went out the road, he came back into the road because I had pulled out his phone. I went to the front and I pulled out the phone. I said, listen, you want to go nicely. You're causing an unnecessary problem. I gave him, the uncle took the phone and gave it back to him, and we said, right, go. He went out the road, and then he comes back onto the road looking for I don't know what. And then he says to my husband, I know where you stay. I know who you are. I'm going to catch you. So I gave my husband my son, and I walked towards towards the car. And I said to him, who do you want to catch and what do you do? He said, I promise I'll kill you. So anyway, moved the thing, the rearview mirror hit onto my hand. And then I said to him, listen, at the end of the day, what you're doing is wrong. Then all the uncles came out and they were going to sort him out. But then anyway, he just managed to drive out on time. And then he took out... we took out the videos. My husband was recording what was happening. My son, again, as I was even walking to another cab, he rolled forward onto me. If I didn't move out of the way, he would have hit me again. So we've complained to the Uber website, and we've uploaded the videos to them, and we're just waiting for a response to them to see what they're going or what they're about to do, because this guy even tried to slap me while I was in the car and trying to stop him from driving off like that there.